Looking for Bitcoin to get up to 60K here. 65,000, 66,000 right here. That's the big area, 65.8. We're looking for that move, big red. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you. Bang, bang, bang. Love you all. Thank you for being here. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Great.
Shout out to everybody here on the live. Let's get the lemon into the water. Let's decalcify the pineal. Let's go. Today is halving day. A lot is happening. They tried to throw war at us last night in my weekly screen share. We found the reversal on the 1 second chart. Banged it back to the upside. I showed you exactly how to handle that situation calmly and coolly. We absolutely nailed it. Let's take a big sip of the lemon water. Let's get that music back up and running. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for coming on in. Let's go, baby. We are the kings. We are the Bitcoin kings. We got this. We are in position. They can't fight us. They can't fear us. Let's take a big sip of the lemon. They can't stop us. We too strong. You know what I mean? It's just inevitable that we will win this battle over time. And it is a battle. It's a battle for your mind. It's a battle for your money. It's a battle for all of it. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Are you living in love? Love is the strongest frequency. If you live in love, you cannot be denied. Shout out to my lovers alive. Shout out to everybody out here getting a nice bounce for Bitcoin. And I do see some liquidity below us there at 63,008 and some up here at 65,600. Only time will tell. So let's take a look here at BTC. We're going to break it down. Ton coin looks nice to me. It's starting to make this beautiful consolidation above resistance, right? Or, you know, that's resistance. You're holding support here. 581. Looks like 581 could hold. We get our move back up to $12.54 for ton. I started giving you guys ton back on 12/2 of 2022. That's the first time I started talking about this coin back in basically December right here of 2022. When I first put the coin out at $1.78, would take a little bit of a dip here at 151, and then I put it out here too, right before this massive move at 219. Pretty insane how long we've been talking about ton and how many times I've had it on the radar. Let's take a look at BTC. I've done like over 30 setups for ton over and over again. Let's break down Bitcoin. How did I see we were going to make a big move here to the upside? What was happening? We are getting a little bit of a pullback right now, but let's talk about it. The daily getting a massive candle back to the upside, looking like it wants to reverse. Did the 8-hour get back above the 200? It did. That's all we need. See how we got back above the 8-hour 200 SMA? That, my friends, after all this playing, is likely going to hold. Stop loss below here. Let's get a massive move to the upside. This could be a massive, massive trade. Stop loss below the 200. So this is an idea right here. The 8 hours a little hot, but the fact that we breached the 8-hour 200 SMA is a very, very big deal. If you know how I trade, you know that's a huge deal. Anyway, let's break down the weekly. Let's talk about what's happening to Bitcoin and show you exactly how you may be able to make a trade in today's time. I'm not just going to show you my trades and show you my gains. I'm going to show you how you yourself could make some gains. I already have massive gains, right? I'm already living a pretty good life. I'm doing what I got to do, all right? I got to the M's, all right? Once you get to the M's, life will be okay, all right? You won't have to worry about the little things anymore. You'll be able to push your mind to the big things in life. Look, so 65,500 is going to be that key area of resistance. We need to close a weekly candle above 65.5 for me to feel comfy and wumpy. However, we did bounce off of 60,000. We didn't close a candle below that so far, right? So I really want this weekly candle to close above 65.5. That's the key. And then 67.2 will be our next hurdle. We break 67.2, it's just highly likely we come back for the all-time high. A little bit of resistance right there at 69,000, and then it's 71,008, 4 really on the weekly. So beautiful move back to the upside, even though they said they were going to, the war started, world war, blah. I mean, I don't get into that. I don't buy into that nonsense. I don't buy into the fear one bit. I can keep myself just maintain on the charts. I don't let the emotions run high. And, if you do that, over time, things will pan out. Things will pan out. Shout out to all the beautiful people here on the live. 973 beautiful souls, 238 likes. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate it. And so whenever you see massive wicks to the upside, that's buy pressure. Last night, I was buying more Bitcoin spot and adding it to my portfolio. The second I saw us go down to 59,000, I was like, man, that could be a steal of a deal. So let's go back into the 3-day chart now, my favorite 3-day chart. And let's talk about the hidden bullish divergence that I keep mentioning, which I haven't heard anybody really mention on any live stream. I don't watch enough of them, though, so I don't have time to watch other YouTubers TA because I'm too busy in my trading group research. Like I was researching Sats Hunters last night. If you're not into Sat Hunters, you're going to miss out. I'm telling you right now, I grabbed myself an inscription at sathunters.io on Magic Eden. It was 0.015, and the floor price has already gone up about 50%, already made 50% since last night at these 239 areas from 0.15, right? Basically almost a double up in some ways. This allows you to inscribe on the BRC20s and runes, all right, for half the price. And it was shown by my man Francis Dunn. If you got to check out his channel, Francis Dunn Uncensored, super awesome channel, man. So definitely something that you wanna look at.
Everyone, welcome back. It appears that Israel is not indeed waiting until after Passover
Sorry.
I'm a huge fan of these. A project I
Jesus. All right. Okay. Sorry about that. Don't even use the Lord's name in vain. My goodness. So anyway, I saw hidden bullish divergence. What is hidden bullish divergence? You have a swing low to another swing low. That's a downtrend. But you have an uptrend in price action. 90% of the time, you're going to break this high before you break this low or this low. And so it tells you you're likely going to get a big move to the upside, all right? The 3-day is my go-to. I look at it every single day. I trade it on multiple coins. I use the 3-day so much to trade all coins. It's amazing. Trade any asset in the world, really. The 3-day is absolutely bananas. So, and what I've been showing my students and people in the group and around the world, that could make an inverted head and shoulder, a complex inverted, turn ourselves into a nice ascending triangle, and then we get a beautiful move to the upside, and boom, 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 baby. We are on our way all the way up here to about $106,000 somewhere by June 16th, 17th, all right? That's a possibility. I'm not saying it's a guarantee, but it's definitely a possibility, and it's something that I'm watching play out here on the 3-day chart. So I'm already ready for that idea. If it happens, we can nail it. This could end up being a massive long here to the upside. Only time will tell. And, okay. Shout out to all my beautiful people here on the live. You got to stay positive. You got to be amazing. And you got to really, really believe in yourself. You are the opportunity. Remember that. Every single day, you are the opportunity, baby. You can change your life if you understand how to trade these charts. So anyone else would have been in extreme fear. I saw one of my favorite models ever, hidden bullish divergence. So I've traded this so many times. I probably made more money on hidden bullish divergence than any other indicator in my entire life. All right. You can see we have resistance at 71,500. That's going to be the area we break back above, and then we are gone, baby, gone. All right. Pretty interesting, right? Yes, we did go higher on other time frames. 73,008 is basically the high, but we got to close candles above this top. And you could say that was a double top that hit the target. Technically, that was the target of the double top at 60,000. Also, Bitcoin doesn't like to go lower than the price it costs to make a Bitcoin, which is somewhere in the mid-50s right now. So it wouldn't make sense, right? I don't believe, or it doesn't make sense, or maybe like 50K or something like that, but it doesn't make sense that we will go lower than 60,000 if you look at that concept, right? I'm wary of a pullback to 52 and have consolidated there for 5 to 6 months before we have a blow off top. Changing my life one day at a time here, amen. In Toncoin worth buying at $6 to $7? Yes, in my humble opinion. But you got to do whatever makes you happy. I can't tell you what to do with your money. I believe it is, for sure. It's got a huge backing. It's going to get pretty large, and they're minting tons of Tether on ton. And it was just at $2. It's only at 7. It only did like a 3x in the last year and a half. So it's not like it's up 50x, 60x or something like that. And it has some big backing. Anyway, so I like this. Now, the moving averages are far apart, but that doesn't mean it's over yet. And again, that's our bullish scenario. Let's give you the possible bearish scenario for Bitcoin. We'll look at our daily time frame. I mean, honestly, I don't see it. See how the daily's curving aggressively on the stochastics? That tells me that this is likely going to break to the upside, right? This is a falling wedge. Falling wedges break up 68% of the time. So if you just, man, really, a simple trade right now would be to enter on the daily right here, right where we're at. Take this to a new all-time high, basically, with a stop loss kind of right there. I don't like that it's not a 3-to-1. Would have been easier to get in last night like I did on spot. But again, I still believe this is a beautiful opportunity for a move to the upside, and it may actually bring us further up. You may be able to ride this puppy to 80,000. You know what I mean? The measured move takes you to about 74.4, but that's a new all-time high. We can start to make some big gains. The cool thing about this is if you break back inside the pattern and you go to the bottom, then you would lose it. The fact that we reverse back up means it's unlikely we go back inside this pattern again. It's very rare I've seen something go in a pattern, come out of it, and go back inside the pattern again. It's very rare. Again, it can happen, but it's extremely rare. It's something that you don't see all the time. So definitely something you want to pay attention to on the radar, right? Let's move on into the 4-hour chart. Actually, my 8-hour. And there's my moving average. And I kept telling everyone, if we can hold the 8-hour 200, that's going to be the gateway to bullishness. And be like, why? Why the 800? It just is. I've been all about the 200 SMA. I've been watching this for years. This is something that I've been just back-tested over and over again. I don't like how the Stokes are getting a little overbought right now, but the RSI is telling us that it bottomed and it's on its way slowly back to the top of the channel. So we need this to kind of, hang out up here and then slowly maybe make a move to the downside as this kind of goes sideways. Let's go to our 4-hour time frame. Our 4 hour is extremely overbought with kind of a double top at resistance, right? It can't seem to get back above where this wicked. Let's bring this down. It has a little bit of resistance here on the 4 hour time frame, in my humble opinion. Like we bounced off this area. You can see it, right? Bounce, bounce. Resistance there on a wick. We bounced right there. We had resistance there. We bounced right there. We kind of came up, fell below it, and then resistance. So Bitcoin has resistance at 65,100, 65,284, right? Couldn't seem to get back above the key level. Even 64,450, which was the weekly support of resistance. It makes sense that people would sell there. Do you think the Iran and Israel conflict will affect Bitcoin? Honestly, anything could affect anything, but I just don't see a world war coming out. I'm not giving into that ideal. It doesn't make sense. For both countries, a world war will be horrible. So many people would die. Like, why? I think we're kind of more mature as a race, you know? I firmly believe that we can get this together. We can kind of form a plan here. So look, resistance for Bitcoin likely to come down to the 200 SMA. Not liking what I'm seeing there for BTC. I did put out a scalp trade on the futures, but it doesn't look like it's playing out too well on the morning on that 15-minute time frame. The 1 hour is away from the 21-day moving average. I hadn't done my top-down analysis too as well, and that's what you get when you don't look at everything that you need to look at, right? So it's just something to think about in the trading. So this looks like we're coming back down to the 21-day moving average, okay? If you're in a long, you're likely going to get spanked a little bit as this comes back down to the white, this area. And we had this rising wedge that got rejected. Look, we needed the 1 hour to break above the 200 SMA. Boom. That would have given us our catalyst to the upside. That did not happen. We got rejected by that key area. I'm not saying it's not going to happen later on today, but I just want to point out that that is a key resistance point. If you're in a trade, it would have been smart to take a long here, buy back in somewhere at this key area, 63,596, especially if you got in earlier last night and you were up pretty nice to the upside. Shout out to everybody. People want peace. Yeah. People want peace and not tyrannical governments with debt-based currency. Yeah. I just believe in the beautifulness of Bitcoin and the freedom to, do what you want and the freedom to go where you want with your money. Take your money wherever you deserve. Spend your money how you deserve to spend it. Use it the way you want to spend it, right, is so key. So look, rising wedges break down 68% of the time. Massive sell wicks on the 1 hour time frame. So you can see every time we got up there, somebody was pressuring the price to the downside. We hit resistance. And again, my strategy, you're away from the 21-day moving average. You're going to have to come back to it. The rising wedge broke to the downside. The 15-minute was in a bit of a flag this morning. Looked like it could get some move. It did, actually. We were in the money for a half a second, came back down, and ripped back to the downside. That's why whenever I'm trading futures, especially on a Friday, which is low volume Friday, just be careful. All right, I know we got the halving. I know there's a lot of hype, but, So that's bearish to me, right? It's got a bit of a bearish divergence too. What is bearish divergence? This is swinging down on the RSI. This is swinging up, okay? Tells you you're going to get some type of pullback. You lost the point of control. Do you come right back here to 63,005 or maybe even drop further down? All I want to see is us not lose. Look, resistance. It would be cool if we can hold this area. Let's look at our 7-minute time frame. Our 7-minute is also getting oversold, right? But look, there's a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder there that dumped to the downside. It was weird, but that's a head and shoulder pattern. I know it might be hard for you to see. Shoulder, head, right shoulder. You draw your neckline, and that's likely where the neckline is going to go. You see that? Head and shoulder pattern to the downside for Bitcoin, losing the point of control, and the bearish div also here on the 7-minute time frame. So once you saw that bearish divergence, that's something to be wary of, okay? You're in a trade, and you're in a hot leverage trade. You see bearish div at resistance. You probably should be taking some profits, closing up the trade, getting the time to get back into another trade. So look, coming back down to this, you don't want the 7-minute to lose the 200. If it does, it's going to come back and test this key area. This could be another breakout, fake out, right? The 8-hour could go back below the 200. They could be toying with you. It is a Friday. Be very, very careful. If you haven't traded leverage for a long time, I suggest you not do it. If you really feel like you want to trade leverage and you can't stop yourself, I suggest that you jump on into Master Friends course inside of my trading group where you get the extra sauce when it comes to trading leverage, man. Jump on it today. Hit the QR code or the link. He'll teach you so much about time frames, London, fair value gaps, and more. And it couples with what I teach you too. So my strategies and his strategies combined to maximize your potential to understand what's happening in the world market. So you'll know London, Asia. You'll understand weekly candles, monthly candles, how candles are formed, why they're formed. you know, what a breaker block is and more. So if you're interested in getting more education and you're in my trading group, jump on in, baby. I feel like it's going down to 58K before it's going to 90K. See what you just said? You said you feel. You can't say what you feel, think, or believe. It doesn't matter what you feel, think, or believe. It doesn't matter what I feel, think, or believe. Bang. Okay. You ever take a leverage trade with no liquidation price? Exactly. Have you ever had a zero liquidation on your leverage trade? Do you even know what that means? Shout out to Master Friend, baby. All right. So here's the deal. We'd have to make some type of inverted head and shoulder here and reverse up to the upside if we're going to get on out of this. All right. Previous support is resistance. We are resistance. Previous resistance. We have support right here on the 7-minute time frame, but it's weird, you know. Today is the halving. It's coming so soon. 10 hours and 13 minutes. That's absolutely insanity. It's going to happen in 10 hours and 14 minutes. It says April 20th, I guess, UTC. So 420 UTC, but 419 here in America. So early bird tickets for the Nice Hash Bitcoin Conference available. Grab them now before they fly away. And now, you know, I think this is going to also make a lot of bigger things into Bitcoin hot, right? So we already gave you a hot setup that looks nice to me. Showed you something that's key. So look, this is a likely bounce area because it's hardcore resistance. It's a pretty good area to look at for a possible move, but I don't like that drop. You know, we had the rising wedge. The measured move is the base of that angle, and that's kind of what happened, right? Make that a little smaller. Rising wedge attempted to break down out of the rising wedge, which is the falling wedge, which is very rare. Falling wedges really don't break to the downside, but when they do, they break down pretty violently. You can see we're bouncing. Previous resistance here is support. We're bouncing off support right now to the upside here for Bitcoin. Very strange pattern, right? It's a bit deranged. It's kind of got a rounded top. It's a Bart Simpson. If you ask me, it looks like a Bart Simpson pattern, right? People are like, what is Bart Simpson? It's simple. Just type in Bart Simpson in trading, and even though I was fast with it, it probably should come up. It's a Bart Simpson pattern. It's a Bart Simpson's head, right? Right there. And we call it a Bart. Haven't seen a lot of Barts recently. Bitcoin used to do Bart all day long. We saw a lot of Barts 2 years ago, and we called them Barts. All right. I don't know why today is music, but I saw your face. I felt like I wanted to short the whole market. I don't know, man. Yasin, I don't know why today is music. Lots of shorts opened, right? It's amazing how every large market trades together. Yep. Iran seems it isn't going to. Anyway. Yeah, let's just talk about the markets itself. You know what I mean? It's all show, man. I'm not into this stuff, bro. All right? So last night we were able to see this reversal. Things got hot. The 1 second chart really provided amazing details. It even defied a shoulder, head, and shoulder and bounced to the upside. If you're in my trading group, I gave you guys along in front of everybody inside of the trading group. We actually found the reversal during my weekly screen share every single Thursday night. It'll blow your mind. All right? What do you think the market's going to top? And what will Bitcoin price and Ethereum be? I don't think, man. Yeah. That's just ridiculous. We'll take it one step at a time. As Bitcoin makes other levels, we'll add to it. Right? It looks like somewhere between 150 and 250,000. And I know it's a broad range. All right? I think I have a feeling we'll go higher than people think. But, all we need is really 150,000 and we'll be pretty good. Right? Hey, man, how many days did you every single day? I never took a day off, man. If I do something, I do it all the way. What do you think? I took some days off? No, I did 30 days straight, man. Yeah. So you got a bit of like a falling wedge here. We could get back up to the top of the channel. It's like we broke back inside. Falling wedges could break up 68% of the times. You want to see if you can hang out back inside the channel. Sorry about that. You want to see if we can hang out back inside the channel and then break back up to the upside. The measured move would take you to 66,100, but only time will tell if that happens, all right? 40% long game when I slept last night. Thanks, Sam and friend. Rave Song Records banging on them. I should have kept that trade open, right? I was exhausted, though. Fetch AI, good entry spot. I believe Fetch AI is a beautiful project. At any time Bitcoin takes a dip, Fetch AI is definitely something that I'd be adding to the portfolio, right? Fetch AI will be a 1-to-1 ratio with the new SI coin. That's what I've been hearing, too. You would think it would just be their best interest to dump after tomorrow. It's going to dump, I think. It would be today. See, a lot of you guys keep saying I think and I feel. Get rid of that. Sam Neverly takes a day off and is active in the wee hours of the AM. Shout out to Busted Crypto in the game. Fetch the $10. Thank you, Sam. Shout out to Boston George in the house. I was just talking about that yesterday. George Young, man. All right. So we're at a bit of, we're a little flat, but the 7-minute wants to pump to the upside. You can see the aggressive stochastic and the bounce off 64,000, 63.8 even, right? Let's take a look at the 10-minute chart, oversold, 15-minute chart, oversold. All these charts want to make a move. Now, what I also look on the 15-minute, does it have some type of, any bullish div? Do we see any bullish div on the 1-minute chart? Nothing crazy right now. I'll also suggest that we actually have some resistance locally at this key level right here at 64.4. So if you can't get back above 64,400, I would expect a little more downside. I don't want to see us break back inside the pattern. That would be bearish for Bitcoin, something that we don't want to see. Track to pull this weekend. Good for you, man. That sounds great. Look for a flash crash when the halving is completed. Anything could happen, honestly. You guys, too much speculation on ideas that aren't proven. Just watch the charts, see what happens in the charts, and break it down. So here's the deal. If the 1 minute, look, last night when we broke the 200 SMA on the 1 minute, that was your entry for a massive long. You see that? If you just use this over and over again to trade, it's unbelievable. Bitcoin going to gain. Imagine if the halving block just lags. That'd be funny. Sky's the limit with Fetch AI, baby. You know, I'm still weary of it, but I guess it's going to be fine. I own Fetch and AGIX. I own a lot of it. Like, I'm talking over a few, like 100 grand combined. It's a big bag. You know, AGIX was one of my bigger bags I built during the bear market. Fetch won't be Fed anymore with the merge of Fed, AGIX, and Ocean. Exactly. It's going to be ASI. And now I have to do a bunch of work. I have to get it off my hardware wallet. It's just like, I wanted to keep it nice and tight and not play with it till it was time to sell. And now I'm going to have to research what happens, how to get my coins one-to-one, where to do it, where to bridge, where to, you know, just, what a pain in the booty, right? Actually got a side pick from him. He wrote it, you know, that's so crazy. That's so cool, bro. Fetch and AGIX and Ocean are merging. Yes, we knew that like a long time. I'm not trying to be rude, CJ, but we knew that a long time ago. That news came out, I think, a month ago now. Yeah. This guy's like, like that's old news for us. Like, we're kind of over that. Like, we knew that was happening. Palm AI has a big roadmap. I do own it. I got in super early, but I believe Palm AI is going to do some damage here. Definitely want to research it and find out what's going on. Another coin that I keep giving you guys and talking about is BASEDAI by Base Labs. How you stake 100 Pepe coins for 3 months. You unstake the brain is returned to the public pool. And you can research all this if you want at getbase.ai. I believe getting BASEDAI is a hot commodity right now. But again, I like to get in things when nobody's talking about them when they're not that hot. Right now, no one really is mentioning how hot this is, right? So you never know when the price is going to go, but I do for a fact you need to hit that like button, 963, baby. Shout out to everybody. Let's get to 1,000 likes like we did yesterday. Get some brains, y'all. You're funny, man. Right. So BTC struggling at this resistance. You can see right here. Clear as dizzy. Okay. Can't seem to get back above this key point, and the 1 minute is getting overbought. Let's take a look at our 5 and our 7. They say we're going to make a move here out of this flag to the upside. The stochastics are aggressively pointing up. All right. It is Friday, not my favorite day to swing day trade with low volume in the halving. And there could be volatility. The halving could be kind of similar to, like, you know, Jerome Powell. So, like, you know what I mean? Like, when he goes and talks, like, we could get a swing that we're not expecting. We could get a dump we're not expecting. Anything could happen. It all depends. Let's take a look at the total market cap in all of cryptocurrency and see how the total market cap is holding up comparatively. So I like this in general, right? Remember, I showed you the idea that we could be making either a beautiful move back to the upside here, and this is resembling to me the half of a complex inverted head and shoulder. It really is starting to make half that. Many times I have done that, basically projected half of the complex inverted head and shoulder, and it has filled out to the upside. Absolutely amazing. All right. Hit the like button, everybody. Let's get it going. I'm going to do something cool today for you guys. I don't like to use the word, but I'm going to be able to do something nice for you. All right. I don't use that word, but I'm going to do something nice. So hit that like button. I'm going to pick somebody today. And on this beautiful halving day, you're going to get some BTC. So shout out to all the beautiful people here. If you want some Bitcoin, all right, $200 in BTC. All right. If you get that like button up to it, if we get to 1,000 likes, I'm going to give somebody $200 in BTC. Sam, can you go over runes one more time, please? Bang, bang, bang. too kind, all right? And that's just to spread the love and to get people going, all right? Who here wants Bitcoin in the comments, right? If you want some Bitcoin, play me. I like BTC. Say, I love my sats. A fun way to say I love sats. I want Bitcoin. I'll do what it takes. I love my Bitcoin. I want to see the chat go crazy right now for BTC. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, everybody. Me. Let's go. I'm going to pick someone awesome at about 11:15. We're going to pick the person, so stay tuned for that. It's going to be absolutely amazing. As long as we hold this trend line, which, you know, I kind of see it like this too. That trend line is pretty strong. We've bounced off it nicely. The daily's oversold. To me, it looks like we're going to be getting a bounce back to the upside here for Bitcoin and the total market cap. If we lose this level, we are going to come back and test $1.9 trillion, right? But so far, we haven't lost $2 trillion. We're holding the level. I'd like to see this bounce back to the upside here to the top of the range. It's also, if you look at the VRVP in the range here, right, you can see that that is the below range. That is the high range. Usually when you're in low range and you get above that blue line, you're going to pump at least to that point of control area and then possibly to the top of the range. So this also suggests that we're going to get a bump back to the upside here for a move, all right? Bang, bang, bang. Spread the love every single day. Blessings on blessings to be alive, each and every one of you. Thank you for being here. Dear Lord, thank you for the 1,554 people here on my live. Thank you so much for those amazing people here. I can't believe that. It is a privilege to be an influencer, crypto guy, TA guy, however you want to call me, and have people actually show up and listen to what you have to say. I think it's a strong responsibility to not lead people astray, to not be facetious, to not swear, to dress nice, to be respectful, to take the time to put a suit on before you come to the show. I could show up in anything, a t-shirt, white beater, right? Take the time to put on a nice suit. Take the time to get ready for respect for me and respect for you, right? Let's bring this to the highest level possible, all right? I love each and every one of you. God bless each and every one of you for being here. So can we get the bounce off of this to the upside on the total market cap? Looks interesting. And as weird as it is, I mean, it's kind of like a wacky falling wedge that you could say, did it break out and break back inside here? But even there, you can kind of put it in a wedge here. And falling wedges break up 68% of the time. So there's a 68% chance that this is going to break up to the top of the pattern. I'd love it if it makes that inverted head and shoulder and we start to get busy on our way to the upside. That would be beautiful consolidation, and things will get amazing. All right. What about Solana, Sammy? We'll take a look at Solana. If you want to look at any coin, you want to hear about a coin, talk about a coin, see what this man just did. He sent a super chat. He said, can you check WELSH, please? I go over more coins than almost any other YouTube channel, I think than every other YouTube channel on a daily basis. So we're going to talk about WELSH, the first meme coin, BRC20 meme, right? Like on Bitcoin, right? That was what it was. We got in very, very early. Probably still way up from when we first got in. WELSH, baby, WELSH. All right. Hey, shout out to Ugar. Shout out to Frankie Fasthand. Shout out to Crunk C. Shout out to Herman Muse. Shout out to Jeffrey Tan. Shout out to Janug Pump Nation. Shout out to all the beautiful people here on the live. We appreciate you. We love you. And we care about you on another level. All right. Amen from Danny Carpenter. This is my pet supply store account. That's so cool, man. The doghouse. I like that. I could need that BTC for real. Stay blessed. I'm choosing. It will give to my daughter. Thank you. Glory to God. Wow. Sam looking like a million sats out here. Yeah, man. All the way with the three-piece, baby. Let's go. It's funny, though. I did make a mistake. This vest goes to another one of my but because I'm packing, not everything was where it was, and I realized I had a vest that, but they both the same blue, but it's not the vest that matches the jacket. You know what I mean? But nobody know that if I didn't say it, right? So I guess I'm an honest guy over here. Hey. So let's take a look here at Solana. So look, 7-minute does want to bounce out this flag to the upside, looking very aggressive for a move to the upside. I like what I'm seeing here for the 7-minute. All right. And look, that looks like it's going to be making some type of inverted head and shoulder with a shoulder, a bit of a head in a right shoulder, blast back to the upside for Bitcoin. After we bounce from 59,000, we're all the way back up to 64,000. The volatility is great. The volatility is absolutely amazing, right? This is like, you can't beat this type of volatility if you're a swing trader, leverage trader, whatever you're doing. Shout out to Busta Crypto. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you, and we care about you. And again, tax season is here. You may need to follow an extension. Maybe you need some insight. Maybe you did your taxes, but you want to go over how you did. Maybe there's something you want to amend. Maybe it's not perfect. Get a free consultation. Go to decrypted.tax today. 25% off and get a free consultation. My man Ernest is also a tax attorney. Talk to someone that has more knowledge than you about a situation you're into so you can feel good and comfortable and sleep at night, all right? Bang, bang, bang. So there we go. I see a move to the upside here for Bitcoin and the total market cap. I see this as a strong support section that we're going to get a bounce from. I could be wrong, but it's highly likely we're going to bounce off this area. I bought more Bitcoin at these key support zones. Bang, 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 right? Let's take a look at my baby Solana. If you fudded Solana, the time to buy it was in, everyone looks back and you're like, man, the fear and the FUD was the time to buy. So let's take a look here at what's happening to my baby Sol. If you know, I'm heavy on Sol. And I love my hidden bullish D. You could say that wicked to it a little bit. You can almost say there, but even if you use that, there's hidden bullish divergence. I'm telling you right now, that is a strong hidden bullish. Look how oversold we are on the daily. This thing is about to Moon City, in my humble opinion. Moon City. And actually, I have this weird thing where I say, well, they broke out of the pattern, but they broke you back inside. This is a very strange thing that I do, but it's played out many, many times. So I know it's untraditional. It looks completely ridiculous. They break you out. They ride this high wave. They break you back in. But look, they keep the channel alive. This was a likely move to the upside for Solana. It's going to come to resistance at 170. I have 100 grand in Solana at 109. So I'm up like 39,000, 36,000. What is it? $36,000 right now on my Solana move, right? It's only been about a month and a half. It's pretty sweet. Sarah, I like me some Bitcoin, please. Shout out to Etienne. I love you, brother. I was able to make 107 from 8 USD. Wonder how much I would do from 200. That's unbelievable. Hey, King, can you look at Ton? It's correlated to Bitcoin, right? And it just took a huge jump. What do you think? Ton took a huge dump? I don't think so. Really? I just put it out in my trading group. It was looking pretty nice. I didn't think Ton took a huge dump. Are we looking at the same coin? Something happened that I didn't see? I mean, on the 7-minute, it took a little tiny move, but I mean, still inside this beautiful flag here for Ton. I see Ton consolidating, eventually making a really, really big move. I looked at Ton on the daily time frame. That's the time frame I was really looking at it earlier this morning. And when you look at Ton coin, to me, it's okay. And you could say it's more in like a flag here, but that's beautiful. It did get a spike up to the upside for whatever reason. I think someone market bought that or something and pushed the price up accidentally. That looked like it was like someone market bought, like someone did something silly. And they maybe they just ran into the price crazily. I don't know. I would DCA into Ton and then ride it up for 111% to 1254. Mark my words, Bitcoin bounces. We see this move. I see Ton at 1254. I already went over it at the beginning of the stream. Bang, bang, bang. 64,600. Can Bitcoin get back inside the pattern? It looks like it's going to. Let's get back into BTC. All right. And I'm all about this 8-hour holding us down. You say, but the Stokes are high. That's okay. Whenever we get these crazy moves on the moving averages, the Stokes tend to get really high. I'm telling you, opening up a trade right here with a stop loss below the 200 on the 8-hour is a monster move that could produce some serious, serious gains. So I love this 200 MA on the 8-hour. It's the one that I've been using. If we can't hold it, I knew there was going to be massive bearishness. But every time we get back above it, I have to remain bullish because that's how I backtested my life. I put so much effort into this idea, and I've done it on so many assets throughout the world. What I like to do, too, is show you kind of examples of things so you don't just get caught up thinking, oh, whatever Sam said goes, I want you to be able to find the confluence in what I teach you. So what you could do is you could go to, like, I don't know, Walmart, right? Which is something that has nothing to do with Bitcoin, completely different. You can go to that 8-hour time frame. You can look at the 200. Look when we got above the 200 in the 8-hour. Boom. Huge move from 45 all the way up to 51. Here's another one. Once we dipped on it. So this is what Bitcoin did. It dipped below a little bit, got back above it, gone, baby, gone. You see? 2 right there, 2 for 2, 3 for 3, it got above there. 4 for 4, it got above there. 5 for 5, it dipped a little bit, got back above. 6 for 6, it got back above. 7 for 7, it got back above. 8 for 8. This thing was stone cold. If you traded Walmart every time it got above the 200 MA on the 8-hour time frame, you were just stone cold amazing. Let's take a look at Tesla, which has nothing to do with Walmart. Completely different assets, right? And the same thing is occurring here. Oop, my finger. Same thing here for Tesla. Look when we got above the 8-hour time frame here on the 200. That would begin the bottom of a massive move. Like that was one of the most massive moves it ever had. Then it dipped below, bear market status. Then it got above here, boom. I'm telling you how insane the 8-hour 200 MA is. It's insane. I'm giving you sauce that no one will ever be able to give you. It took me 10 years to backtest this and figure it out. You got to get the education if you want to trade this market. You can't play games. with your life. Now, the 1 hour's overbought. I don't like seeing that. That tells me that there has to be some type of pullback or at least some sideways behavior. And it looks like we may go sideways until the halving. Bitcoin may just kind of crawl sideways here a little bit throughout the halving. Looking at the 15-minute getting the bounce, though, says so we could come up here. 15 minutes suggests a move. 7-minute did get the move already in the last 21 minutes. We got a bounce off of support, right? Which we knew resistance support. We should get a bounce off support for sure. And we did that to the upside. 64,476. And now look, we are about to break out here. If Bitcoin can breach this trend line, it's going to rip. If not, it's going to come back down to the bottom of this channel here. So this is it right here. And then, if it goes back to the channel, it's not the worst thing in the world because as I showed you, shoulder, head, possibly like a right shoulder here that doesn't go back inside the trend line. Am I going to make a live trade? I may not. Watching price action right now a little closely. All right. I have one more question about TON. It moves with Bitcoin, right? And I think it's safe with liquidity price. I don't know. I basically stayed in poverty just because of ETH fees. Cost $15 to buy Bitcoin with Coinbase Wallet. Where's the cheapest Bitcoin? Honestly, get yourself an RNSID, right? Jump on into MEXC where you pay 0.01 spot maker and taker fees. They'll even cut that in half if you hold the MEXC token. So, you know what I mean? 0% future maker fee and 0.2% taker fee. Everyone else is doing 6%. They're going harder, you know what I mean? I'm just letting you know that. So just something to think about. MEXC has the cheapest fees of any single, project in the game. All right. Any single project in the game. I want to see if you can paste that HTML status. No, right? No. Oh, but I could double click it if I needed to. We're doing bonuses too. If you want to sign up. Now here's the thing. MEXC is going to force you to KYC by June 30th. Okay? That's something that's going to happen. So I like this trade. It did not get stopped out. I got close. Can we get back inside of this pattern? Right? So here's the deal. How do you trade MEXC? You have to get yourself an RNSID. All right? An RNSID, a digital ID, right? The one thing about that is it will document you. Your face will be documented. So if you're someone that wants to not play by the rules, it's, you know what I mean? So again, you have to ask yourself what you want to do and figure it out for yourself and make this decision, right? But there's always a solution. There's always an opportunity. Never think there isn't. So I'm just giving you a link here. If you do want to get yourself an RNSID, if you don't want to do that, you can trade at Blowfin. All right, link in the description below at Blowfin, and you can check out what Blowfin has to offer. BLOFIN, link in the description below to Blowfin. I've always been making personal challenges with small accounts, starting with 10 or 15. Even with just 7 was a gift from a Twitter friend. Live to learn and apply. Will Gary wake up one day and start targeting those? Oh, come on, man. I'm taking you out right now. You're so whack. Yeah. You can't, I don't know why you're doing that. Don't project any type of negativity and fear at all. Sam, just want to say that I'm in the 99 group for a couple weeks. Now you're already changing my life. The things I am learning from you are incredible. Not only from crypto, but also life itself. Love you, Sammy. Shout out to Dennis, 617. And I don't know if that's Boston, but 617, man. All right. Does Blowfin have MEXC tokens? They do, but MEXC is the best, man. Like, you can't beat MEXC. I love MEXC. So this flag is intact. We got back inside the flag. It's looking pretty bullish now. Okay? Like, we could get a move. Stochastics are saying, hey, I want to move. The 1 hour would have to get pinned. The 1 hour is not in our favor at all. You have to remind, the 1 hour is not in our favor. So just one thing to think about. All right? 1 hour not in the favor. So it just, you got to remember that. And it's low volume Friday. So it just, things may not go exactly as planned. But I like we're back inside the pattern. We defeated that move. The measured move is to 71,282. The stop loss is 63,000, right? And, with low stochastics, 5 minutes getting a little overbought. 1 minute's got that inverted head and shoulder. And if the 1 minute gets above this 200 SMA, that's going to be my signal for a long. We get above this, boom. I trade this all the time. Right when we got above it there, beautiful move. Right when we got above there, beautiful move. 9 out of 10 times, it's a good move. I might open it today, and it might not play out. There's no guarantees. especially when you're spotlighted. That's kind of how it seems to happen, but we'll see what happens here. It also happens when you're pretty high on the stochastic. So when I only traded stochastics, that I didn't know this, I would never get into this trade because I bet we're overbought. But then I backtested the MAs, and I started learning that the 200 was so powerful and the bots were so aggressive that once we got above this, someone must program bots to buy on these areas, someone with big money. And so whenever I see us get above, boom, boom, boom. We got 1.6K here and only 720 likes. Let's go higher. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's get to 2,000 viewers. You guys can get me to the upside. I used to have 3 people watching me. 3 people. I always remember someone making fun of me one day when I was like, dude, I know the market. I'm doing my thing. And he's like, to the 3 people that you're recording to? And I was like, okay. You know, that burned so deep. I was like, I'll show you, man. I'll show you. I'll get to thousands of people watching me. You'll see. You'll see. I won't stop. I'll do it every single day. I'll make it happen. You know, don't ever go against me. Don't even try to compete with me. I'm a savage when it comes to competition. I will not stop. I'll lose sleep. I'll do it all. I'll do everything I have to win. If you're going to go, you know, I'm not going to do anything grimy, but in honorable work ethic, I will grind myself to win. It does not matter. My dad was an iron worker. My grandfather was a bricklayer. I was taught to just keep pushing every single day. I was taught to keep it moving. So look, this is super important that we get back above the 200. If we don't, we're likely not going to get a nice move to the upside. So I like to trade on the 15. I showed you the little flag that we had going, and I'd like to get back in, but not until that 1 minute can get us back above that 200 SMA. I do see this as an inverted head and shoulder beginning to form. I'd like to see the right shoulder play out, and then I'd like to see us pump above this 200 SMA for a nice little gainer to the upside. I'm glad I found your channel. Shout out to Jeffrey Tan. Lifer, do you give us your live trade yet? No, because I just answered that. Okay. For day trading, what's your favorite leverage? About 37x leverage is where I sit. I was trading 37x for like a long time. I don't know why. It just happened to be the number that I like. Honestly, leverage depends on how much you have in the account, how much of their money you're using. To me, it's about liquidation. Like, say I started this trade and it said I could make, look, that's a great trade. I can risk $200 for $1,700. I mean, that's an amazing trade, right? Let's just say I open this trade and I want to open it. Now, the liquidation is 62,999. All right, my stop loss has to be above that. Beautiful. And the margin used 442. All right, if I get stopped out, I lose $200. If I don't, I can make 1,700. All right, and I won't get liquidated. Now, if I up the leverage, okay, I hit confirm. See, and then I want the same trade. I have to come back down, and now look, I'm risking 278 for 2,000. It's a 10-to-1 risk-reward ratio. It's a beautiful trade, right? Now, if I open this, look, the liquidation is now at 64. So the higher that leverage, the closer that liquidation. So the more of your own money you use, the better off you'll be over time. But it just depends on what you want to do, right? Like, say you used 100x or 98x leverage confirm, and you wanted to go full port with the 5, you know what I mean? I want full portfolio. So I got $5,000 in the trade, like in the till here, right? 5,525. And then if I were to go at 100x leverage or 93x leverage, I mean, that's a $495,000 trade. It's a $500,000 trade, right? Bang. Now I would lose $6,000, or I'd make $52,000 on this trade. All right. I will open one of these big boys. You'll see over time. If we get above this 200 SMA, that would be beautiful. All right. But just remember, leverage changes the liquidation. It doesn't change the trade per se, but it changes the liquidation. So, you know, it may put you too close to the bone. So lower leverage, less risk, in my humble opinion. All right. But you do whatever makes you happy. If you have the capital or you're new, 1x leverage is nice. It's like spot, but with a stop loss and take profit. Yeah, again, you can use this. I like what he's saying. You can always just use 1x leverage. And then you have this platform to trade, which is really, really nice. Like, it trades just like a spot portfolio. And so I want to be honest with everybody. I made my first million trading without ever touching leverage. Okay. Dollar cost averaging, building bags, believing in myself, and sticking through the hardest times. It's really about having the mental clarity to not get bullied out of your positions when things aren't looking perfect. All right. But look, I knew this wasn't likely going to go up. Why? Because the 1 minute didn't give us the 200 yet. Not yet. Not yet. I want to see the shoulder, head, right shoulder. This could be the perfect position because this could be the bottom of the shoulder. It's risky, though. I'd rather wait for us to break the 200 on the 1 minute chart. That gives me far more confirmation that I'm going to win my trade, right? So right now, this is kind of a cup and handle. See, a cup, a little bit of a handle. The 1 minute does want to move. So the 1 minute wants to move. The 7 minute wants to move, right? The 15 minute wants to boom. And you're about to get, you know, almost had a bullish engulfing candle there on the 15 minute time frame. You see? But I'm going to be watching the 1 minute right now in this flag. This is something that I'm watching. And I'm showing you the trade that I'm speculating on right now. Okay. I'm looking at the trade, looking at the high probabilities of the move. We nailed this reversal last night to the upside. Trade, and look at that, beautiful. And then this thing mooned over the 200 SMA. And look, you seem to be bearishly retesting the bottom of the pattern. You fell out. You're trying to get back inside. Having trouble getting back inside the pattern. Not easy. Not easy at all. All right. So I'm getting, and again, it's Friday with low volume, right? If you got in last night and rode the wave, that was the time in the volatility. They gave us that crazy news at about 10 or 11 last night. This guy knows his stuff through the bear and the bull. Thank you for saying that. Shout out to Manamahan. Yeah. Mahan. Yeah. Shout out to Master Friend, Alco 1K chat. Smash the like button, baby. You guys are amazing. I love it. I appreciate it. And look what you do. You dangle a little BTC and people respond pretty fast, right? That's how bad people want Bitcoin. We need 1,000 likes, everybody. And I'm going to drop 200 BTC on a beautiful subscriber. Let's get it going. We need 2,000 people on the live and 2,000 likes. And I'll be dropping the BTC, baby. So let me know if you want it. Let's get it going. And hit comment. Bitcoin. I want to see you say you want. If I don't see your name saying I want some BTC, I want to see your exuberance. I want to see if you have what it takes. I need to feel that energy, baby. All right? I'm a high energy guy. I want to be around high energy people. All right? Lifer is the most consistent mug of all time. I love you, brother. Thank you for being here. Look at all these beautiful Bitcoin people in the chat. Unbelievable. What would you do with the 200 in Bitcoin? Let me know. What would you do with 200 in BTC? Would you sell it for an alt? You can be honest. Sell it for an alt. Would you hold it long term? Would you give it to your kid? Would you give it to your dog? Would you give it to your frog? Would you give it to your goldfish? You know what I mean? Maybe your goldfish wants some Bitcoin. He hasn't had any yet. And you're like, you know what? He's missing out. I'm just going to sprinkle some sats in with his food tonight when I feed him, you know? Man, I'm a corny dad guy. At least my jokes are original, though. You know what's crazy? If you have a drum roll and a laughter, you can say anything. Like, watch this. Are you ready? This is going to blow your mind. You're going to laugh at what I say right now. It's going to make no sense. The only reason you're going to laugh is because you've been predetermined through your subconscious mind to laugh when you hear these sound effects. Ready? Watch this. I like turtles. It's hilarious. You laughed. You can't say you didn't laugh yet. It's just so interesting about the mind that I learned, right? I've been studying the mind for a long time, and it's a very interesting thing, the mind is, and we don't realize how programmed we already are, all right? We don't realize how programmed we already are, all right? I would love some Bitcoin Sam as I'm a Bitcoin degen and would give it to my grandchild. Wow, I kind of like that. Magda, I love you. I love you. And where are we in the world, baby? Where are we in the world? Shout out where you're from. Represent your hometown. Represent your home country. It's Bitcoin Day. So represent your home country. I want to know where you all are from in the live stream. Put out where you're from. I want to see that. So this is the possible trade here for Bitcoin. Previous support is resistance. Okay? But that 1 minute's got to reclaim that 200. I like this bounce here on the 1 minute chart. You got a little bit of support or resistance here too as well. Just not my favorite day to trade. Friday, I don't always get the follow through. This is starting to make that right shoulder. The shoulder, the head, the right shoulder back to the upside here for BTC. And I like what I'm seeing here for Bitcoin. So far, so good. Wow, we got Kosovo. We got Pakistan. We got people from all around the world. It's insanity. And I don't know why they do that top chat when all you want is live chat, you know. I'll use it to start an account for my 7-year-old son. He already knows what Bitcoin is and what charts look like and a little what to look for. He likes drawing triangles on the charts now. Crypto Sparky in the house. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. See, I'm getting some weird, like, hold on, let me pop back out the chat here. Bang. I want to make sure everything's running right. All right. Oh, no. I don't know. I'm going to stay away. My computer's like bugging out right now. I hope I don't get a... Ah, gosh. It's weird. I'm getting like... It's weird. Ever since I flushed the DNS server, I've been getting some issues, Jamie. It's really weird. I'm still online, though. Everything's good to go. All right. Yeah. It says error code out of memory, which I've never seen before. Like, you know what I mean? I never see I have to keep reloading. But it comes back once I reload, so it's okay. It's okay. All right, we're back up in action now. Something happened when I flushed that DNS, though. I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was. Do you guys and girls still make in the bear market? Dude, we made a lot of money in the bear market. You know what I mean? We got into DMT and it did a 10x. We got into Injective at 178. Injective protocol came out super early. We found all these projects that nobody knew about. AGIX at 4 cents, 5 cents, went to 60 in 2022. We traded these high coins for like 4 months from like September all the way to December. They were going up 4 or 5x a night. There was so much opportunity in this bear. I kept saying there was so much opportunity in this bear market compared to the last few bear markets. It was insanity. So I'm excited for the next bear market because there was just so much more money. I doubled my trading group in the bear market. Like, that's how well we did. We were making gains. You can go and look for the gains. They were out of control even in that time period. So crazy. So Bob, blessing everybody here. Yeah. Yeah, DNS, I don't think has anything to do with any of it, but I just don't, it's just strange that the day after I did my DNS flush, I had issues. I don't know, there's a correlation there, so I don't know what happened, you know? So it's just a coincidence, I guess. But I don't believe in coincidences. I would use that Bitcoin to get into the trading group and make even more gains, baby. Wow, he just gave the best answer I've ever heard, right? I made gains with Sam in the bear market, United States. Yeah, who made gains in the bear market with me? Who was shorted? We shorted Luna. I saw the short for Luna. There was a cup and handle on the Luna 3S. And we shorted Luna. It was crazy. And people are like, no, you didn't. We did. We have a proof of it in the trading group. I saw a cup and handle on Luna 3S, and we were able to short Luna when everyone got rocked. I was able to see that Luna was likely, you know. So listen, my signal is to get above the 200 SMA for the gain. We didn't get above there. We're hitting resistance. It's kind of likely you're going to drop here to the bottom of this channel, right? You see that? We'll see. I want to see if this makes the right shoulder. So I'm waiting for confirmation right now. My trading style is telling me to wait for confirmation and to not jump in. That's what it's telling me. And I'm not using my emotions. I'm using the trade, you know, what the trade's telling me, kind of almost a descender here. That could break you to the downside as well. Remember, the 1 hour doesn't look good. The 1 hour could pin these other time frames and really start to take us down. The 1 hour got rejected by the 200 SMA too as well. Not a good sign. You needed the 1 hour to break above that to remain bullish, and we would continue to the upside. I'm not saying we can't flip, and that's why I'm watching the small time frames, but right now you're overbought. The stochastic has just got a bearish cross. Wait for this to cross the dotted line. Wait for that to cross the dotted line for confirmation. Once that happens, you're likely dropping further to the downside on the 1 hour time frame. This is the stochastics RSI. I absolutely love this this indicator. It's one of my favorite indicators in the game. I use it more than, you know, it's momentum, and it shows me where the momentum is coming and going. All right. Okay. Catmoto, Search X, Crypto Zombie follows them and recommended it. I found out about Catmoto the other day. It's interesting. It may have some gas. Let's take a look at Catmoto. Ski getting a bounce off the 786 Fibonacci retracement like it should. And it double bottomed off the 786 and then got a nice move back up to 1.7. I'm not in Ski at all. Just want to make that clear. What do you think about Phantom? Phantom's cool. I think it'll do a 10x from here. Bitcoin, join the 99. The rest will be invested as I gain knowledge from your team. That's what I would do with the 2 hundo. Wow. My bag is up with gains, new coins with potential because of you, lifer. Salute. Much respect to you. No, it's because of you, man. I just showed up every day, but so did you, my friend. You pushed the buttons. You made the calls. You put your life on the line. I just was here with you every single day. I appreciate you giving me the credit, but it was you, my friend. It was you. We both know that. I may have pushed you. I may have inspired you. I may have given you the knowledge. That's okay. But you took that knowledge. You decided to come get the knowledge. And because you did that, That's the key right here, all right? I don't know where Catmoto is. I'll look at it on my own time. I don't want to get people too crazy. I'm super excited to see my Sats Hunter, though. This thing is cool looking. If I could ever get inside my Walletta. But this thing is cool. You remember, in October of 2022, I inscribed my first inscription over a year and a half ago now. It's pretty crazy. But look at these Sat Hunters, man. These things are cool. These things are so cool. Share. You can share it on social media. Oh, that's kind of cool. So I want to share that to Twitter and be like, look at my Sats Hunter, baby. All right. The only thing I would do with 200 BTC is buy 2 months of your group. I just can't believe people are saying that, man. I jumped in with you on Ajax at 19. It was a fire call. And how could I forget AERO at 39 cents? Straight gains. Sam, I know you're religious. Have you looked into the emerald tablets? They're 3,000 years old. No, thank you for saying that. I'll start looking at them now. God will pick through. Sam, who really needs a Bitcoin, win the most. God bless you all. I love that, man. So interesting. Shout out to Crypto Cash, man. I love you, brother. Thank you so much. As I'm packing up and getting things ready, I see that beautiful rug that you got me, and I'm just super, super thankful and excited that you're just so nice to me, man. And I really appreciate it. So look, we did get the right shoulder, right? Shoulder, head. We did get the right shoulder. That's an inverted shoulder. Head, right shoulder. We do want to plow. If we break above this 200 SMA, we are going to pump nicely to the upside. A short squeeze will ensue to 66,000. And that's where we're bringing BOOKMAP. Let's take a look at BOOKMAP and see what the description. We need liquidity above us. Ooh, we got it. All the way to 67.2, which is that weekly resistance. And 66,000. This guy at 62,008 is just probably left over from last night. Never got filled or something. Throwing a Hail Mary. There's more liquidity above us than below us. It's telling us we're likely going to get a short squeeze to the upside. All right? Likely we're going to get a short squeeze to the upside. The second we get above this 200, I'm going to open up a long. All right? We could be aggressive right now and get in on the right shoulder. All right? But it's an aggressive move, and we could have better confirmation. So still getting some mixed signals here for Bitcoin. And I'm waiting for my confirmation. At the same time, if we can't get back above this, look, this could double top M. This could be an M pattern. And we could break back to the bottom of this pattern here. So just... that's why I'm going to wait till we breach the 200. We could even breach the 200 and fake me out. It's happened, but it's unlikely. Like here, we got a beautiful move. It came down to retest. Would have been, but we got a beautiful pump. All right. Hit them likes, baby. Shout out to everybody here. We're about to get to 1,000 likes. Like I said, we get to 1,000 likes, 2,000 viewers. I'm gonna bang on it. I know even if we get to 2,000, if we get to 1,000 likes, because I want to do it. I want to give. So, Lifer, got my family ticket to Dubai next week for a vacation. Thank you. Mamba, I love you, brother. The Stokes lot looking nice. Sammy, in the long-term investment, 8x Lev, Doge, and ETH. Thinking Bitcoin will drive the prices. My liquidation prices is kind of low, but I don't want to dive on all of them. Honestly, I never do that. I see people do that. They build bags in the, here's the reason why. When you build a leverage position, number one, you're stuck to the exchange. And yeah, you see, everyone's going after the greediest money possible. I go after the guaranteed money. The more guaranteed money. So it's more guaranteed that I have it on my hardware wallet than I'm not going to get taken. So I keep the majority. So say you could put in 10x leverage and make 100 grand. I'd rather make 20 grand and know that it's in my hardware wallet. See, I was raised not to be a money hungry chaser. I was raised, and I have patience. And my parents taught me the key to life. They brought me into nature. They told me that being in nature was the key. They told me that loving your family was the key. My dad told me love was the key. My dad told me he loved me every single day of my life. He kissed me on the head when I was a kid. My mom told me she loved me. My parents both passed away this year. My mom died tragically in front of me on Thanksgiving. My dad died on May 1st. And this is their little, this is a tribute to them here on my show. Finn and Daisy. My dad was Finn. My mom was Daisy. They will always have a place on my show every single day. God bless my parents looking down on me. I can't wait to see them when I pass and go to the next realm and see my mom, man, and be reunited with my mom. That would be a beautiful day, man, So look, a bit of a shoulder, head and right shoulder inside of the head and shoulder. You see that shoulder, head, right shoulder, tight moving averages starting to kind of brew here. This is telling me that a short squeeze is brewing, and I can see the liquidity above us. We're likely going to get pumped up to 66 and then possibly to 67.2. It's funny that they have my exact weekly resistance area, 67,200. They want to sell that weekly resistance right there, right? Then probably bounce back for more. See how patient I'm waiting? I want to jump in right now and just shove, go away, right? Wow, look at this dude. This guy just gives a $200 super chat after giving Bitcoin. Bless 2 people, 1 month in the 99. Givers gain, baby. Unbelievable. People learn and they want more people to get. I've never seen this on a trade. I've never seen this on a live stream. People pay for other people to get into the trading group. All right. And I will tell you that I do get a 30% hit on this. YouTube takes 30% of that too. And so I'm going to eat that and still put 2 people inside the trading group. All right. So 2 people get to be in today. And someone also gets some BTC. We have a really good show going here. And 8 more people to 1,000 likes. 8 more people to 1,000 likes. And you guys have, hit the prerequisite here for the move. $238 in chat revenue. Unbelievable that you would give $200, man. It's the nicest thing you ever did. Whoo! I really need 200 for my funded account. Oh, come on, man. Wow, givers gain. Yo, there's so many blessed people on my live. This is the greatest place to be, man. I've never seen the energy this high, this amazing. And I can't believe it was me that got to kind of become the centered energy that built this. I'm so blessed, but it really is God. God is working through me every single day. Thank you, dear Lord, for everything you've given me. Thank you for the opportunities you've presented into my life and help me stay humble and not get, too big for my britches. I like this channel right here. I like what I'm seeing for Bitcoin. I like this flag. This flag, too, looks pretty nice. Wow, and if we hit that, yeah, so it is a Friday low volume, so I'm not going to go as hard as I might want to go. All right. But so here's the trade here now. The target is 71,000, 71,539, right? I may take a nibble at 67.2 because you can see that there's some whales there that want to sell, right? 63,139 is going to be my stop. I mean, the risk reward ratio is ridiculous, right? So you have to risk $100 for like $500. So to me, it's kind of a no-brainer. I would like that confirmation. And so I'm waiting for that. I like what I'm seeing here, though. I like how this is rounding. See, the 50 is rounding. It's a good sign we can get a bounce. However, it is a resistance low. There's a higher low there. And we are at this, we got to breach this trend line. We could easily drop back to the downside here. Still getting mixed signals. I really want to get in, but I should wait to get above that 200. My trader instincts tell me a pump is coming, though. They're about to shred the shorts. That's what my trader instinct is saying. Which I keep 100 of it, and the next person I ran into was interested in crypto, I would help start their own bag and point them towards the group in the channel. Wow. I mean, if that's really what you're going to do, that's in the insane. I mean, you sound like a saint doing that, right? You're going to give the other 100 to somebody else, right? With gold and price discovery, I'm going to start trading in and out of PAX-G instead of Tether. Hey, it's a good idea. In my B-Day, when halving happens, that would be awesome, Brezzy. I learned so much from you. I would trade pairs with it and pay it forward. If someone else needs it more, give it to them. Interesting. Is there still a short liquidity to grab? There is, in my humble opinion. But, again, I need confirmation above that 200 on the 1 minute. If I don't get that confirmation, right, it's likely this is an M pattern that could break you back down to the bottom of the pattern. See how I have 2 scenarios in my mind at all times, and I just take the confirmation of the probability. Hey, Lifer, when you have time, great opportunities to look into Cardano. I talked about it last night. I talked about our World Mobile Token. We actually found it about a month ago, and it's been sitting on my radar and in my mind, right? Unbelievable. 62 blocks remaining for the Bitcoin halving. 9 hours till the halving. I will be live. Brace yourself. It's coming tonight. So it's 11 in 9 hours, which will be at 7 o'clock tonight. I will stream for the halving. It'll be amazing. I joined for the first time when you maybe had 6 subs and you explained having the best YouTube. I'm hooked on you. I joined first when you had 6 subscribers. Are you serious? And you explained having the best on YouTube, and I am hooked to you since. Wow, that's amazing. I can't believe that. From 6 subscribers, bro. Thank you, Sam. Family, for all you do. You're here for us every day. I'm here for you every day. I love you guys. Let's get back into the charts and let's talk about it. As much as I want to read the chat, if I read the chat all day, I wouldn't be able to give you guys the sauce. So I'm in waiting right now. But every time the stochastics reset and we make a higher low, it entices me. It entices me to open a long. So I'm feeling the long. I'm feeling the bullishness. but I don't want to be too into my emotions here. The halving can get you a little emotional, can get you excited. It's like eating popcorn. You know what I mean? Yay, Cracker Jacks, you know? Man, over 40 billion in trading volume just on Binance. I'm going to put the live stream on at work tonight. Do it, man. Do it. Let them know who's who. I will join the 99 with the Bitcoin and trade with the rest. Hey, Sam, what's the oscillator you use? Stochastics RSI, MACD, VRVP, moving averages, patterns, supportive resistance, and Fibonacci. You could pull a fib here too. And look, I mean, that might hit that 786 or hit the golden pocket. Right when I said that, it dipped a little bit. Look at the 777s. Love from Tokyo. God bless you, man. Thank you for being here. Mark Wahlberg is a bit having fun, right? Finally woke up for the entire stream. Let's go. I love it. We don't want to feel, just look at what the charts tell us, said someone I know. Amen. I got a free membership. I'd take the first 200 gains and do the same. I love this part of the show, really showing us how to go through the mental setups before we jump in. Yep. And look, now the short's likely to break it down to the bottom of the... Now you got to test this key level here. So that's why you don't long until you get confirmation. Okay? Now that's an M pattern. Likely to... You got to look at that as an M. There's a 68% chance now that this will break to the downside, especially if you come here. Now, unless you whip back inside the pattern, which could happen. And remember, it's low volume Friday with the halving coming. So they got people on edge. It's almost like... I feel like it's almost... If you didn't get in last night and ride this trade up, take some profits, it's almost... In my humble opinion, it may not be worth, you know, going too hard right now. Don't get too excited, you know. Like last night, I bought about $2,500 worth of Bitcoin on that dip. Sam, I would like some BTC. I would buy a piece of land at the end of the bull run. I would start my permaculture farm. Gonna build it so it could be a true sanctuary. I love that, man. Where do we get the confirmation? If it's rejected, where could it go? It could go all the way back down right here. So your two levels where it's like you're going to go if it does get rejected. But look, like I said, it bounced off the bottom of the pattern in a way there, making more of like a symmetrical triangle now. I feel like this is the angle. It has to get back inside. Stop hunting. Low liquidity Friday, right? You would drop down to 61,194, and then you would fall all the way back down to about 63,800. That would be your next stop for BTC. It's a double top, is it not? Resistance at the point of control. I mean, usually if you hit resistance at the point of control, you can come back down to the Valley area lows. Enjoying your show and the knowledge every time, man. Thank you. 1,134 likes. I love it, baby. Let's get to 2,000 viewers. You guys are about to get us to 2,000 viewers. When we do that, we're going to let it off. All right? We're going to let it off. Get to 2,000 viewers. Only 57 more viewers. Everyone just keep hitting the like button. If you guys keep hitting the like button, this is going to send the algorithm out. Keep chatting, keep chatting, keep chatting. Just keep writing things in the chat. Just go. Whatever's on your mind. I love it. 333. And we're going to push the chat revenue. We're going to push it all up. We can get this chat rate up. We can get it. I know we can do whatever we put our minds to. And look at the 11 new members, too. We're getting memberships today. Unbelievable. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Really need $200 because I'm missing 200 on my $1 billion run trade. Funny. $1 billion bull run trade. That's so funny, right? Wow, we're so close, everybody. 1986. I want to see it happen live. I know we could do it. So many interesting people in the space, too, that put their whole mind and soul into crypto. I mean, so many people. Just like the crypto lifer, bro. We're all crypto lifers, man. Shout out to the lifers on halving day. It's a big day to be alive on halving day. And to find a pocket square that was going to match this yellow B, this yellow area around the B, not easy. All right? That took me a long time. Okay? So I haven't made a trade yet. Why? Because there's no reason. Look, we've been chopping. You could have shorted that dump down, I guess, if you like shorting tiny little moves. Okay. I'm not saying it's bad. Hey, if you did it, congratulations if you won that. This is a measured move here. And you can say, hey, it's a double top. Could also be a bit of a double bottom. And then again, where is this line? This is the bigger trend line. But to me, look, shoulder, head, shoulder. But usually I don't get two right shoulders on the side. It's a little sloppy. And I mean, this wants to bounce back to the upside here too as well. All right. Very interesting times. All right, I'm going to jump into a couple altcoins that are on my radar, things that I believe are the hottest coins in the game. And Aerodrome, man, you know why I always said I like to buy people, right? And what I mean by that is I buy, people that are successful. And Coinbase is a successful company, makes like billions of dollars a month. I mean, definitely a year. They make a lot of money. They do very well. And they have created Coinbase Ventures, like a venture capitalist type of firm, right? And they have backed Aerodrome Finance. And I'm telling you right now, a $1 billion company on the stock market is really poised to win. And they're not going to put their money in a project and not let it go. Like, they're going to be able to market this. They're going to be able to push things. And even if they indirectly market Bitcoin and ETFs or, the halving, and I'm seeing halving commercials coming out too. Kraken had a halving commercial, right? All right. Wow. What the heck? What the heck? Get this guy out of here immediately. Yes, thank you. What a weirdo. So many strange people in this world, man. They really, really weirdo. Like, there's so many weirdos out here. The more successful you become on YouTube, you will just be surprised at the strange behavior of people. And look, 2,000 viewers, 1,200 likes. I love it. I love it. And so here we go. Here we go. Yeah, man, don't be a weirdo, man. I buy people. Like, yeah, I don't buy. I shouldn't say I buy people, right? But I invest in people, right? So when I buy a coin, I invest in people, right? So what I'm saying is I believe over time, and look, there's your 200 SMA on the 4-hour time frame that you bounced off of. I see Aerodrome going to 339 and making some big gains. I may even buy a little more. Aerodrome, right? Could it dump down? It may. Could it test 86? It could. I would buy more Aerodrome at that point, all right? So you bring up so much and people act like that, shaking my head. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. What happened? I missed it. It's okay. It's so funny. So look, 339 is the possible movement here to the upside at 339. Right? I invest in the person that created the project. Look, when I got into Canopy Grow Corp, Bruce Linton was known to be a great entrepreneur. So I invested in Bruce Linton because I knew he would likely take care of my funds. All right? Look, the more I look at this, the more it's making somewhat of a descending triangle. Descending triangles break down 68% of the time. So now you can see that the 1 minute will start to give us confirmation of a possible short here. Remember, the 1 hour is not in your favor. I usually don't like to trade when the 1 hour looks like this, and it got rejected hard by the 200. So you have to realize that the 1 hour is likely to come back and test its 21-day moving average. So what I do here is now is I go to another chart. Aerodrome 339 looking beautiful to me. It does have to hold support, right? But I like what I'm seeing for Aero. Especially on the 8-hour time frame, one of my go-to time frames. It's like the hidden time frame that really can produce. Also, swing up to swing up, swing down to swing down. That's a hidden bullish divergence. And what I do is I actually create text files in here that you can use to just, not text file, but you can save a text template. Hidden bullish. You can right click this too. And I urge you all to do this because if you do this, you're actually teaching my students and everyone in the group what's going on. So you hit measured move and boom, measured move to 339, right? HPJ is not giving away 200. You give it 2 memberships to the 99. Bitcoin futures funding. And no, we're doing 2 things. All right. We're doing 2 things. So I'm on the 1 minute because I'm just, if the 1 minute decides it's going to breach this 200, we're going to fly regardless of what I just said and what's happening. You see, it's just like, that's going to be the go-to. I don't expect you to understand everything I'm saying if you're new. This takes time to even fully get what I'm putting out, okay? It's not an easy not all my concepts are simple and easy to figure out. Solana's looking good. It is. We went over it already. I like what I'm seeing for Solana. Yep. Bart Simpson always said, eat my shorts. He did, man. Isn't that funny? I wish Casper was on Coinbase. It's okay. You can get it on your OneKey wallet. All right. Oh, I got to have a meeting about OneKey with my wife today. We got to figure out how to get that done. I got a hardware wallet, and I want to, next week, I want to hand this to some beautiful lifer, okay? Last night, I seen price at 64.3 go below the 1 minute. I shorted, got out, saw price at 62 MA. I shorted, fell to 59. I started to rise rapidly. I long, well into the 200 MA, and got out at 64. 100K for the course. Amazing. Amazing. Eva Dior. Sounds insanity. I love it. Just showing up to the live. You're in the correct place at the correct time. Amen. Amen. My dad still won't let me watch The Simpsons. I turned 40 this year. You're so funny, man. Legend. Big love, Sammy. Amen. So we're sitting on this flag that could pump, but every time we've gotten the pump, we haven't been able to get above this point of control or breach the 200. When we breach the 200, the short squeeze can ensue. All right. Oh, I missed it. Well, if there's 200. All right. So here's the deal. I'm going to pick a beautiful person now here. Let's go. I want to get those rollers. Like, Jamie, how do I get those things where you spin the wheel? Subscriber spin wheel. I want to do one of those. Those are so cool. Or like random, you know. Spin the wheel app. The website is third-party use cookies. Fully functioning. Require access to. Yeah. I just love one of those. I want to get one of those. All right, so here we go. I'm going to scroll through all the names here. And we're first going to do 200 BTC. Then 2 people are going to get access to the trading group too, because this gentleman gave $200 and wants you guys to get into the trading group. He believes the trading group is so amazing, he's going to pay for your way in. Okay? We got the screen right here. Look, Bitcoin breaking out of the flag to the upside, but it's got to breach this point of control. It's got to get above the 200 SMA for me to believe it's going to make the move. Okay? Super, super important. And we have fun here, but the education is key. It's all about the education. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to just like. It's so hard. I want everybody to win. You know what I mean? I'm just going to close my eyes and I'm going to put my thing here. I can't see anything. I'm just putting it right here, whatever it stopped on. This guy right here. David DJB 333. You got it, man. And I didn't even know I was on the 333 number. That's so weird. I opened my eyes and the mouse was on 333. So that's just what happened, bro. You win, bro. Please email us and make sure you go from this exact email. All right. And email us right here. We'll go to your channel. And we're going to, you did it, brother. David JB 333. God bless you. Better be safe, bub. This is your channel right here. And there you go, man. Make your first video about how you got 200 BTC. Why not? Start your channel today, bro. Send some content this way. And I hope this is not a bot. I don't think it is, right? But you never know. I have no idea. I don't know. Let's see if he responds. Let's see what's happening. If he bugs out or not. Let's see. Yeah, probably gonna have to move to Chrome, man. Something, or update or something. So strange. Always something, man. Always something. Anyway, moving forward. So, and then we're going to also, and look, we went right to the 200, got rejected by it. So people would have gotten into this trade. Yeah. Right? Wow, so kind. Would love to join. And I want to see if I see David here. If he's not here, if he doesn't respond pretty fast, right? Like the stream first, people. Thank you for saying that. Okay. So look, we got rejected again by the 200. There's just something going on here, right? You can see it's chop. That is a double bottom. It does want to break out, but this is chop. You can see why I avoided the chop trading. I could figure out that it was chop, right? I figured out it was chop. Okay. And if he emails us, he's in there. I hope he emails us. I hope he can see it. All right. Okay, now we have this key resistance here at 64,692 for BTC. All right. Thank you for everything, Sam. Dave's not here, right? So, man. Resistance right here at about 64,696. We must break back above that to remain bullish. So important. Oh my gosh. Interesting. I'm going to pop it back out. Anyway, who cares? I don't want this to ruin. But look, and I knew here now, this is kind of a shoulder, head, and a right shoulder. See, now you have some resistance for whatever reason at 64,692. Unable to get above that key level for Bitcoin. It's going to keep it. It's a struggle. So you could see, like, if I had traded today, it would have been up and down for the last. Look, that's Chop. You don't want to trade Chop. Chop's not going to be fun for you. All right? Chop is not going to be fun. Do I see Crypto Billy jumping in on the fun now? Crypto Billy, man. Always holding me down. Always doing something interesting. And look, we got 39,777 on the super chats. You people are amazing. What a blessing it is to be alive here, man. Givers gain every single time. Givers gain every single time. Man, look at this. Crypto Billy giving the 99. My man giving. Last night, I seen price 64 go below. 1 minute, I shorted. Got out. Saw price. I love that. Evan Devore. Fun. I thought that was Master Friend just because I saw the CA. He gives that exact amount every time. I like how you can like super chats now. It's a smart idea. Look, I can hit the like on it. And I can heart it. Bang, right? Crypto Billy bad. All right, so now 2 people are going to get brought into the trading group. 2 people are going to get brought into the trading group. Let's see. I'm just waiting as the names come. 2 people are going to join the trading group. I'm going to put you in right now. We're going to put 1 in now and then 1 in 5 minutes just to kind of keep the intensity going. All right. All right, so I'm going to do the same thing because it's so hard to pick a name. I'm going to close my eyes. All right. I'm just going to close my eyes and do this. When I open my eyes, I'm going to see wherever this mouse stops, and that's it. That's how we're going to do it. So I'm just making circles, doing dips. 1, 2, 3. And I'm like 1, 2, 3. All right. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Starting point. I got this guy named Starting Point, right? That's what I saw. I got the guy named Starting Point, right? Right there. Good luck, fam. Starting Point, man. You're in the trading group, all right? Welcome to the trading group. Please, it's a privilege to be in that group. I don't mean to be rude to say that, but, you know, don't post nasty memes. Don't do disrespectful things that a woman might, that you wouldn't. Don't post anything you wouldn't post to your mom, man. That's how I look at it. You know, don't be, it's not a boys club. It's a great area of everyone to kind of get together. So just one thing I got to say about that, all right? Just be super respectful. So we got some rules in the group, all right? And then in about 10 minutes, we'll pick the next person. And I appreciate this. Wow, look at the volatility today. That's complete. That's chop. This is the definition of chop. You would have shorted, then you would have long, then you would have had to been in and out every 3 minutes. That's not fun. You don't want to be in that. I could see that was likely happening, so I didn't get my confirmation. I did not rush. Previous resistance is support. Bitcoin doesn't want to go lower than 64,342. Nice bounce there. And BookMap says that the short squeeze is coming. Every time I've seen big red liquidity up here, we usually go grab it. So it's very likely we're going to get there. Only time will tell, though. But it is very likely we're going to get there. All right. All right. Odio. And getting heavy resistance here too as well, above this 200 SMA the point of control here. But I want to see us break this. Once we break this, we'll get a move up for sure. Once we break this, we'll get a nice move up to the upside. Things will be beautiful. Okay. Look at the bullish div now here on the 1 minute chart, curving to the upside. It's interesting, right? Bullish divergence on the automatic indicator, finding the divergence for me. I find my own divergences. I don't really, but it's good to see that that's happening. All right. It's good to see that that's happening. There we go. Hey, Lifer, your kids have hundreds of hours of their dad online for the future. Ever think about that, man? I guess it's like I live online. It kind of creeps me out. Makes me think like, I don't want to think about it, but, There's just so much of me, though. They'll be like, but yeah, they could always just watch me, I guess, if they want. Like, there's my dad again. I mean, it's more than hundreds. It's like, I don't know how many hours. It's absurd. And I will be live for the Halving tonight. I just want to make that clear. I will come back and be live again tonight, 10 hours from now. But it may change, too. At first it's 8 hours, then it's 10 hours. It keeps kind of flipping around here. We'll see as the block height changes. But right now, it's going to be at about 9 o'clock tonight. Or no, it's going to be at 10 o'clock tonight. And it may push into 420 here in America. I don't know why I'm saying it like that. It's just funny. But, we can't look at this chop, man. This is just crazy chop on the 1 minute. No reason. I wouldn't get you into chop. I wouldn't get myself into chop. And remember, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. I want to talk about 3 coins that I believe are hot right now that I'm DCing into, and I'm nice enough to bring them up to you and just kind of show them. One is GFI, right? I really like the website, number one, which is just the website, but I like how they represent themselves right off the bat. Project is interesting to me at 367. I look at it on CoinX, though. Once they changed the name and the ticker on MEXC, they kind of ruined the chart, right? It was weird. So I look at it on CoinX now where it has like a better chart. And you can see that we're coming down to the 618 golden pocket right now. Like, this is a accumulation zone for this type of project, right? It boomed up fast from $1 all the way to $6. Did a 6x really fast. Came back down to the 369. And I've been DCAing into this project ever since, right? So GFI, Goldfinch, baby. And this thing is real world assets all over it. I could see this thing doing serious numbers. And then you want to see, is there a little bit of hidden bullish? Does this swing up? Does this swing down? And you do. You got some hidden bullish divergence. I really like to see that. Now, Bitcoin will have to play ball, but I like what I'm seeing. Now, one coin I didn't get into recently, but that caught my eye. I'm going to let it sail because I can't buy everything. But is Bricken. Also sitting in the exact same areas here. This is where I like to accumulate. I don't like to grab projects when everyone's running in. This thing went from 14 cents all the way to 137, did a 10x really. Came back down to 41 cents, sitting in this golden pocket, near the 786. Definitely something I would be paying attention to. It looks a lot like Goldfinch. They look very similar. And then RIHO, they all kind of pump together. That's why they kind of look similar. See, they're all doing this thing. See this? It's like the exact coin. You see it? If we just, we should be able to chart RWA. And if we chart RWA, you can see all RWA is back at the 618 golden Paquito. So I'm just giving you 3 hot projects that I believe are going to do numbers. And other people give you 3 hot projects. They just go over 3 coins. But like Ben Armstrong should rate this right now, the day I said this, and give it back a month from now and be like, well, this is where the lifer was talking about these projects. How many gains did they make a month from now, right? Because I'm seeing a lot of the ratings. See what happens to this idea. Like, hold me to this TA. Now, Bitcoin does a tankerino. It won't, again, but this is a likely place of accumulation. You're in the 618. You're near that 786 area, and boom, 238% gains coming to the upside here for Bitcoin. RIO, right? RIO. So I would love to join Bitcoin Brawler. Recording of the Life Revision class available 7 days a week for purchase. When you buy the recording, you'll be able to the next available class at no charge. It's pretty cool. So if you buy the recording, you do get to the class at no charge. Pretty awesome, right? Super chats, Welsh, METIS, DOGE, World Mobile Token, ALPH, and Uni. Let's take a look at those right now as we're doing the super chats. And Bitcoin's flat. Bitcoin's been in flat chop the entire live stream on the 1 minute. It is getting closer to the 200 SMA, which is a good sign for my possible move to the upside. We breach this yellow line and we get above this point of control. We can get busy here. to the upside. I just haven't seen it yet. It hasn't happened. All right. A great way to stay in touch with our lifer community. Bang, bang, bang. And everybody, if you want to join my trading group, hit the link right here and go to cryptolifer.com. It'll blow your mind. I'll show up right there like boom. All right. Join today. Join today. Unlock financial freedom. This will blow your mind. I don't take days off. Not Christmas, not Thanksgiving. Put your email address in here, consent to as well, and you can join my weekly newsletter every single week. Saturday and Monday, we give you 2 newsletters. We double hit you. So, bang. Weekly coaching session for free, all members, every single Thursday night. Member room, share ideas with like-minded members. The learning library with comprehensive educational resources. Mentorship, analysis, trades direct from the Crypto Lifer on a daily basis, right in your pocket, in your phone, in a beautifully designed Discord that will blow your mind. I'm telling you right now, why choose, give me a month at least and see if I can change your life. I bet I can. Mexi.com, link here too if you want to register. It is applicable in your area, anywhere in the world. We have people from all around the world here on the live stream. All right. How about if I already took the class? Could I join the class again without paying twice? I'll ask my team about that. You know what I mean? New to the channel. Love the wonderful family atmosphere. I like that. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of YouTubers recently, and they all swear. Like 90% of them swear. And it just like, I don't know. I'm like, I'm not. It's what it is, but it's just like, there's just no need for it. There's just no need for it. It's not good for overall advertising for the crypto space. So if we could all just cut out the profanity, like I was on a space yesterday, just have some discipline and don't use profanity when you're talking. You sound so much better. There's so many other words you can use besides profanity. Funny, I got into this here and sold there. I can't believe it's lower than my sell now. It's pretty interesting. Makes me feel a little better. But man, we got into this coin down here at 001 and it ripped all the way to a penny. It did a 10x, 15x almost, really. All right. So Welsh, it's in the gold, it's in the 786. It's definitely coming close to the 886 retracement. And it's bouncing off previous resistance as support. If you believe in this coin, there's no better place to get in. Am I buying any of this? Highly likely no. Okay. Let's take a look at. I don't have to. Honestly, I keep buying other things. I should. If I don't buy another thing, I'm going to be good. Right? METIS has been hot. Interesting project. But again, it's kind of flipping and flopping with Bitcoin here inside of this falling wedge. Pull your Fibonacci from this first instinct, this first bump up to the upside here, and then it came back down to the 706 Fibonacci. What is a 706? I add the 706 and the 0.65. The 0.65 and the 706 will not be added. You have to add those yourself. Why should you add those? Well, the 0.65 is the golden pocket between the 0.618, and the 706 is a secret fib that sometimes holds before we get to the 786. It's a key little concept that I use here on the charts. Nobody else really uses the 706. You won't find it anywhere else. Maybe a few people, but that's unique to me. Even my fibs are unique. So I like this, but I don't like it, right? It had some bearish div. The 8-hour wants to come to the downside. Looks like it may go lower. I don't know what's going on with it if they got a little FUD. The daily looks interesting, but we got to get over this 8-hour and the 10-hour. They look a little overbought. Okay? And you're going to have some resistance here at about 72. Once METIS gets back above 72, make me feel a little better. If I love the project, I would definitely just be loading up. You know what I mean? This is definitely a good place to get in. Am I going to buy METIS? No, I'm not. All right. I can't buy everything. All right. I got to, I'm focused on GFI, real world assets, right? Instead of METIS. So Doji boy, right? Beautiful pump for Doge. The 21 got away from the 200. You have to understand that with bearish divergence. What is bearish divergence? Swing down to swing down, swing up to swing up, and you'll couple that when the 21 is away from all the moving averages, price is away from the 21, and you have a gap between the 200 SMA and the 21 SMA. These are things that you'll see all the time happening many, many times. Like, and this is kind of a concept. This is the money printer upside down, and you pump it back to the 200. You get it? Yes. But that's on the 1 minute time frame. But you can see how to trade, how to short, and how to long. How to long is how to short. It's the exact same thing. This will really kind of get you going. There's a little bit of support or resistance, right? Look, resistance there, bit of resistance. Attempting to get a bounce here for Doge. Let's take a look at your daily for Doge. Daily's very oversold for Doge. Low, high, higher, low. I mean, that's a great higher low right there. If that stays intact, I do see Doge making some gains. If Bitcoin starts to make a move, Doge is starting to make a move. One thing we could be careful of is a shoulder, a possible head, and does it make another right shoulder and come down? That's a chance. That would send Doge back to 8 cents, though, right, in that general area. So it's all about the Bitcoin. If Bitcoin plays with us and the halving doesn't dump in our face and things go okay, we're going to get the move. Ooh, Bitcoin might be about to do what I wanted to do. Break above this 200 SMA. And I can open up my long trade. All right. This is still intact, right? If you the way we set this up, you'd still be in this flag. Just sitting flat. Even from the beginning of the day, when I put out a chart to my trading group right there, you're actually at break even from the chart that I put out this morning. It went up, it went down, but as long as you put the stop here, you are at break even. You did not lose the trade. Sometimes this will breach a little bit quicker. So to me, it's kind of a shoulder. It's almost a complex inverted, right? Like a sloppy one, but it resembles that idea. Now you got kind of like a symmetrical triangle here. They're 50-50. They go either way, right? So now I know I got a 50% chance of moving up and a 50% chance of moving down. That's what you get when you find a symmetrical triangle, right? That's it on the 1 minute chart. I also know my confirmation is we get above that 200. We're getting very close to it, suggesting that we can do it. The trade's still intact there too. I always want to make sure I still got the trade open there, or the idea open, right? See like where I want to get in, where I want to get out. You do want to move this up though and change the ratio. Stop loss could be 63,356 now. So I change every little item. It's important to get as much as you can out of like the ideas, right? Meaning like I took a little more risk back. And look, this is a 97. You risk $97 for $500. It's a beautiful trade. All right, 5-to-1 risk score ratios are bread and butter status. So here we go. Here it is. We've been waiting for it this whole time. Getting to that 200. Do we cross the 200? Do we get the move? Only time will tell. All right. But I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it happen. Can we get back above this key level? All right. And I just we go back and forth between the altcoins. And let's take a look at WMT. Actually, really interested in what the chart looks like. Okay. Funny. I don't know why I drew that for it, but you can see I guess I'm bullish on this coin. I'm going to delete everything and look at it on the biggest time frame that I can find it on. Wow, it does have a weekly chart, which I find interesting. Came out in December 2021. Came all the way down. That was your accumulation at 10 cents. And then it did basically a 5x, almost a 46 cents, 4.5x. And now, the weekly says it needs to cool off, like Bitcoin. The 3-day chart's coming down. The daily chart looks interesting to me. And it has bounced off the 21-day moving average with this bit of a flag, right? This thing's getting a lot of buzz right now, too. And people seem to like it. Look, it's on my channel. Other people talking about it. Once it makes to my channel, it means it's got a buzz, right? We kind of find out what's hot. By going live every day, people come to this channel and know they're going to be here. Some people want to show their own projects. I get it, so, but however the desire for the talk is, we get to figure out what's likely hot, right? And then I do my own deep dives, and I'm obsessive. I don't want to miss. I don't want to be the guy that's like, hey, you didn't tell us anything about that, so. Yeah, I mean, look, there's a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. Bitcoin cannot get back above 64,690, right? You got to breach the 200 SMA to get busy, baby, and Bitcoin seemed to have a problem. Top of the trend line, and there you go. So, like, I just don't see, I don't see a short or a long like that. Look at that. You would have had a short, long, short, long, short. Like, that's chop. Chop's not fun, okay? You don't want to be trading chop your whole life. But it is saying, hey, you got rejected once, twice, 3, 4 times. I mean, 4 times you tried to break through and you couldn't. It's likely now you're going to drop down. And again, where do we go? Just draw your trend line. You could say that was that was a dip off back inside. So it looks like we're coming back to 63,800. But we will test 64,350 and 64,191 before that happens. And I'm not saying that's guaranteed to happen. Draw this little trend. Keep yourself in this. See, you're in a symmetrical triangle again, right? You see it? Mainly, they break to the downside. They're 50-50 patterns, but in the last 5 months, 90% of these patterns have dumped on me, you know. So to me, it's likely this is going to dump to the downside. And I also have now what we didn't have before, a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. The measured move will take you further to the downside here and send you down, okay? I hate to be the bearer of bear news. I want to show you guys that Bitcoin just pumps all day long and never stops, but that's just not the case, my friends. That's not the case, all right? Okay. Sam, please check the 200 on the 3-minute. I'm okay. Thank you, though. Chopped cheese. Yeah, this is chopped cheese, man. Have you looked at Tucker? Yes, we looked at Tucker a long time. A bunch of times. Yeah. And there you go, man. So I like this project. I see the next target at 52 cents. It's actually holding previous support as resistance, and it's getting a lot of buzz. And I believe it could do numbers if they pull off what they say they can do. Let's take a look at Uniswap, which we haven't talked about Uniswap in a long time, right? Like everything else in a bit of a falling wedge. You could say that it fell out of the wedge a couple times, broke back inside. This is an estranged pattern that I've used, but most people wouldn't. And again, it's a bit, I know it's untraditional, and I know it's a bit odd, and some people might even laugh at me for doing it. It's okay. I'd rather you laugh at me. You know why? Because it works for me, and if you don't know about it, then I can make trades on you guys. I can sell it. So, you know, you guys, but on people that don't believe. Sorry, I don't mean to be rude, but like if someone looks at this and says, oh, that doesn't work, that's what you want them to say, because you can use that to your advantage if it works for you. So trading is unique to the viewer. Just like beauty is in the eye of the beholder, right? Like I might see a way to trade that you just never even thought possible. If I backtested it enough and I have enough of a creative mind, I can find some ways to trade that most people might never even have thought possible. That's why they call me Sammy Cup and Andy. Who else is named after a gosh darn, actual pattern, right? I might think the only guy, Sammy Cup and Handy, because I taught so many people how to trade the cup and handle. I showed how it made gains over and over again. And so many people have learned. It became an infamous thing, like Sammy Cup and Handy to the upside, right? So through dedication and desire and constant discipline and focus, I was able to receive that nickname, right? The nickname itself represents constant dedication to the craft, right? So 2-day chart holding the 200. As long as Uniswap doesn't go below the 200, this is likely your bottom. And even though it's not the best, I mean, that swings up while that swings down. You have some hidden bullish divergence here. I'm calling the bottom for Uniswap here at 757. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm calling the bottom for Uniswap. You hear me? Anywhere between 696 and 756, to me, is a beautiful place to be grabbing Uniswap before it goes right back to 21 beans. So only a matter of time I see Uniswap doing numbers. I own some Uniswap from a long time. I just hold it. Alphium on MEXC. All right. I put out this cup and handle. Things look good. Bitcoin slumped, right? It took almost every trade and set up to the ground. So now what? Well, we got this kind of forming here. Bit of a symmetrical triangle, no? Right? Could go either way. However, this thing has been hot. It gets pushed by token metrics too, right? As a 100x gem possible. You want to see that. I see this thing doing numbers to 557. Look for it to break above that level, but it's above the point of control too as well. It's kind of a low, a high, a higher low. I like what I'm seeing for this. It's looking bullish to me. 22-hour time frame wants to go with tight moving averages. And this thing looks like it could do some serious numbers. So 557 is the target here for ALPH. All right. And, I'm having my third kid. All the men out there and the women, all the families, 3 kids, please. Under 2.5 kids is how society collapses. We need infrastructure. Who builds the bridges? Who drives the buses? Who delivers the mail? Who teaches math class? Who teaches technical analysis on YouTube? Right? We have so many roles to fill. We need so many people to fill those roles. We need scientists. We need astronauts. Right? We need people to send to Mars. We need people to send underwater. Right? Thank God all these different people take all these different tasks. As a whole, the human race is so amazing. Let's build up the human race today. You know, let's stop talking about countries and divisions and territories. Let's talk about us as a whole, the human race, all of us together. You know what I mean? We are such a powerful force. You know, we are so, you know, we can climb mountains. People can fall. People can get better. They get shot. They come back to, you know, they come back. Some people come back to life. We are a very resilient beings, man. Let's remind ourselves how resilient we are. Just to, you know what I mean? And let's not give into the negativity here. I like this coin. This coin looks hot to me. I see it going to 557, honestly. All right. If I had to make a call on it. Yeah. I just wanted to see what the price target, the percentage gain would be. 89% gains out of Alephium. And again, if Bitcoin slumps, this could slump. But I like this, you know, and let's draw this bigger trend. Look, the trend's your friend. Got this beautiful trend too forming. I put this to the trader group. Looks good to me. I like what I'm seeing here on the 22-hour time frame for Alephium. And there's Bitcoin falling to the downside. But then, look, this is just the insane chop. And it looks like we may be in chop basically until the halving, right? 10 hours of just sideways. What did we just 10 hours later? We're just. But that's definitely sideways price action for a while. Let's take a look at DMT. And we were able to figure out we were going to go sideways, right? I told you we didn't break the 200 SMA. We held the level, so we were just kind of sitting inside of those key areas. DMTR, which is Demetra, which I first put out when it was like very, very small, like less than a penny or something. I will look at the KuCoin chart. That's when I first ever started trading it. XC got it a little late. So the last time I put it out in a flag at 16, and it did go all the way to my target, or the first target at 230.23. The bigger target sitting at 40 cents. I started talking about this coin when it was like a penny, really. Way down here we first made. And then someone said, did you make money in the bear market? Look, I put this coin out to my trading group. I actually will show you this because I find this fascinating. So if you look at my Discord, you can search a coin. You can see when did I first put it out and how on point have I been. You can test me just by joining the Discord. You can start researching and seeing what I'm talking about, right? But let's talk about when I first put this coin out, right? It is now April of 2024. This is March of 2023, okay? And this is February of 2023. This is February 17th. And so you can see here, and I just want to take you to when I first ever talked about this coin. So I talked about this coin in July of 2022. We had a little bit of a pullback, I remember. And so right here, January, it was 008. It was just a penny when I put it out. All right, when I first put it out. So I just want to show you how we made gains. So January right here of 2023, right? January 8th, I put it out. Look what happened in 2023. This coin did a 60x. It did a 60x. Is that way? Yeah. It did a 60x. Right? Let me actually make that perfect. Yeah, fine. It did a 15x. Let's just say it went from like a little under a penny to about 9 cents. Right? And even if you just went a penny to 9 cents, it did a 9x. This is the quote unquote bear market. January 23 to February. Now, of course, it did dump down, right? And you had to reaccumulate again. But I'm just saying, as a swing trade, this is one of the best swing trades I put out. I remember Injective did the same thing. We were making gains in 2023. And you can see how much I post. Like, it's insane how many times I posted this coin. I showed it with Ton, too, earlier today, and I posted on Twitter. I gave Ton in December of 2022 at $1.78, right? So let's take a look at what's happening now for DMTR. Right? I mean, it had this kind of channel. I feel like it broke out of that channel, broke back inside. You see that? We got to go with this here. Doesn't look amazing. It's got some mixed signal for sure. Nasty double top that broke down. But the 22-hour has legs. The daily looks like it's just getting started. You're looking for hidden bullish. This swings up. This swings down. That tells you that the trend should continue to the upside, right? That's the trend. This is the trend line you should be keeping. I see this headed back up to 25 cents, right? It broke. Now, if it goes back inside the pattern, it negates the trade. As long as it stays outside of this trend line, DMTR will do numbers, right? And move back to the upside. Very bullish on the daily time frame. Small time frames may give you a better entry. You may have to wait, but very bullish on the daily time frame. AIOZ, one of my favorite D-pin coins in the game. We put it out at 3 cents. This thing went to, look, when I first put this coin out in my trading group, it was somewhere here at like 3 cents. And you'd be like, no, you didn't. Like, I did though. Like, if anyone wants to rate me, come rate me. I was giving these coins out, and you can find them in my, you could join my Discord, search the name, and see, and you could do a deep dive on all this stuff. Right? But when we first put out AIOZ back in the day, we've hit in 2 results from, oh yeah, that's interesting. That's so funny. This is 2/9/2023. Here was 40 cents, but I remember first talking about it at 30 cents. I mean, at 3 cents, like very early. Let me see here. I want to see the bigger chart. When I first heard about the coin, I just knew, like, I had this feeling it was going to be big, but I got spammed on it on my live stream, so I thought it was a spam. You get what I mean? Someone just kept spamming it, so I thought it was one of those, like, shady spam coins. That kind of got me irritated because I didn't know what it was. You see what I mean? Like, I didn't really understand what it was doing back then. Did anyone get the second 99? No, we're going to do that right now. Yeah. Okay. Can you have a look at BASEDAI, please? Sure. I like this project a lot. That's why I want to look at it. And not to be confused with BASEDAI, which I also own, right? BASEDAI, all right? To me, it looked like it did a beautiful double bottom at 562. $260 million market cap, okay? BASEDAI. Some buys came in 5,000, 3,000 USD. Some people selling off, but mainly buys for BASEDAI. It's going to be one of the hottest projects, in my opinion, in the bull run. But you do you, whatever makes you happy. But I truly believe it's going to be one of the hottest projects in the bull run. All right. All right, and here we do. We're going to do our second person here. And boom. Mike H. Mike H. You're in there, brother. If you're still watching, if you're around, Mike H. All right. Hughes Might. All right. Mike H. You're welcome to join the trading group for your month, man. See what you can do with it. Make the best out of it. I can't wait to see you there. All right. So AIOZ, pull back again too. All you got to do is pull your fib and grab these things on the lows. When I first bought this coin on MetaMask like years ago, like 2-3 years ago too, when I first bought it in the last bull run, right? This may come lower to the 618, you know, which you would like, but it's got some wickage and a lot of people like it. So I wouldn't be surprised if it gets bought back up a little bit before that. But its next real support is 32. It's got a little edge there, but it lost that. Kind of sitting right at support, interesting, at about 60 cents, 61 cents. This is a DCA. This is something I would just slowly buy into. I really believe in this project. It's amazing. All right. And did Mike respond here? Yes, sir. Amazing. Unbelievable. Amazing. Amazing. All right, everybody. We love you. We appreciate you. And we care about you so much. And we thank you for coming into the live stream. Bitcoin taking that turn to the DIN side. Let's take a look at it. We kind of showed you where the measured move, right? And we said if you can't get back above the 1 hour 200 SMA, expect to come down. Now you're testing this level, but you're likely to drop to 63,830. All right. So if you're in a long, you're not taking profits. I don't know, man. This would be, you know, if I see that rejection, all right. And is the halving. We had the crazy war stuff. We got a lot going on. All right. Watch that 8-hour 200. We really want to stay back. We desperately don't want to go below it anymore. We've done it here. We did it here. We did it here. With a wick like that, if we go right back down below, it would be a bit strange. So, again, I've seen us get pinned here at the top and then get a move. So I wouldn't be surprised if we do see a jump tonight on the halving, just because based on the technical analysis, not even on the halving alone. All right. So stay strong, everybody. Stay true. I didn't see any reason to live trade unless you opened up that short, but I don't like to short the day of the halving. You know what I mean? Just not my thing. So, interesting. It's a CoinX. Oh no, it's on MEXC. So this thing came out on the 24th, ripped all the way. So this thing went from not even a third of a cent to 7 cents. So it basically did a 21x. Oh, it's funny. I guess I looked at this before. I already did some some stuff on it. Is this the one you're talking about? Yeah, DGI game. Yeah, this is it. Previously hitting previous support. This is just a new coin my team and me found. Shout out to Bert. It's at the 618 golden pocket, which is the accumulation zone for something that could be hot. It's got AI and gaming in it at the same time, which could be pretty crazy. All right. I may take a nibble. I'm not sure, but definitely something that I'm watching now that my team looked at it. All right. DG, I don't own any at the moment, and we don't know the team. I don't show projects like that. That's not my thing. I just go over whatever I like to go over. All right. I'm like a candidate that doesn't have to take money. Right. Shout out to I Trust Capital. We appreciate you. If you would like to get into retirement, right, or plan for retirement, I Trust Capital is a great way to do that with cryptocurrency. See the link on the right far side of my screen. All right. I'm just going to look at Bitcoin one last time before we run out of here. And you can see like that. This is kind of a head and shoulder here. If you move it over, right? It was. I mean, shoulder, head, right shoulder to the downside. I told you when you didn't get above this region, you're going to come down to the bottom. I told you you'd test this level, and then you're likely going to drop all the way down to 63,800. I showed you it was likely going to happen based off the charts, right? Had we broke the 200, I would have long. I did not long because I did not see the opportunity at hand. This is also chop. It's also Friday with low volume. Not my favorite day to trade. Shout out to the $450 in chat revenue. I just want to talk about the chat, the fan funding, and then I'm jumping out of here for the day. But we... Hey, Lifer, I'm the guy who won the 2 at BTC. Rebel? Really? I don't think so. Hold on. No. I did not. You did not. I don't believe that's true, man. Honestly, I have to be honest. I love you, bro, but I don't think I picked. Can we verify that? I don't think. Team, can we verify that? Jamie, are you around? I thought I picked. I can't remember who I picked, but I don't remember picking that because I know your name and I would have remembered your name. I would have sworn it was Dave BJ333, right? I could be wrong, but we got to get it straight. Hold up. Wow, what are these people doing with these spam stuff? Like, what are you guys doing? Yeah, it wasn't you, Rebel, man. I'm so sorry to say this, but bro, we didn't choose you, man. I feel kind of weird, right? But anyway, I don't want to be rude, but it's all on camera, right? So like you can document it. Orange, please. Take a look at Mond. You're such a blessing to us all, Sammy. Love you from YouTube fam. Thank you. Celebrate the first super. Satoshi, can you look at MNDE? Can you look at ORNJ? Can you check out cat mode? I'm going to check out cat mode on my own, man. Thank you. I don't want to put it out yet until I've kind of looked at it. Oh, if the guy 200 doesn't win the email, I'm here. I'll get your 99 and give another person in the chat a free one. Amen. I see what he's saying. Okay, I'm sorry. I read that too fast. Yeah. No, everyone responded. Everyone's good. Everyone's good. Uni could blast off soon. Shout out to Ross Tuin. Can you please explain the halving price action in the time frame of the movement? No. It's just like, I'll be live for that and we'll go over it together. Shout out to all the beautiful people that super chatted. Maximo Pascal. Shout out to OB1 Jacob Beats. Shout out to Rebel Darkside. Shout out to Dennis617. Flavor Joey. Shout out to Ross Tuin. Shout out to Snowman. Shout out to Louis Armas. Happy Friday, Sam. May you please take a look at L for us. Yep. Share your thoughts on it. Thank you. RC Moore, is AERO on Coinbase, not Caspa? I don't know. Don't ask me. It's all about connections and teams. All right. Shout out to Eva Dior. Shout out to JM For Real. Paul Wood. Rebel Darkside. RC Moore. Satoshi. Aaron Ludlam. We'll look at ORNJ for you, buddy. And guys, the stream's ending, man. Let's take a look here at ORNJ Coin, which is a project I really like and I appreciate, and I believe could do numbers. All right, it really could. So it's kind of got a cup and handle going for it. You see that? Sammy cup and handy to the upside for ORNJ. Could do numbers on us. Right, then it's got this double bottom here, and then possibly move further to the upside. Twiz, use the free super to say that tie is amazing. Thank you so much, man. I love you, brother. Thank you. The Bitcoin tie, baby. You got to love it, man. I was the only guy with a Bitcoin tie on when I went to, Bitcoin Miami this year. And you think you would have saw more of that, right? I was like walking around with the Bitcoin tie. I'll do the same thing in Nashville. And I'm going to have discounts to Nashville. We're going to talk to the Bitcoin, the Bitcoin team that sends the event. So we will have some discounts for Nashville. If you want to see me at Bitcoin Nashville this year, it's going to be huge. It's going to be one of the biggest events of the year after the halving and everything. It's going to be absolutely astronomical. So that's going to be amazing. And it's going to be an easy flight for me, right? It's going to be like a 40-minute flight from Florida, from Tampa or something. So it's going to be pretty simple for me to get there. I'm pretty excited for that. Now that I moved to Florida, going to Nashville is going to be I could even drive the Escalade maybe and stream from the whip. You know what I mean? I might drive the Escalade up to Nashville. You never know. I love ORNJ Coin. Got in down here at 10 cents. When it ripped up, I sold at 37, and then it continued to rip. When it came back down, I bought back in again. Ripped up again. I stayed in, and I'm still in ever since. So I like this giant double bottom for it. BRC20 is going to be big. I see 151% gains coming out of this puppy, and it's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time it's going to go to the upside, man. So I see this thing doing damage. So I could see this go all the way to 99 cent from 45 cent, and the daily looks good. So I like what I'm seeing here for ORNJ to the upside. All right. Everybody, I love you. I appreciate you. And what someone asked about MNDE. I just don't want to leave anybody hanging. I don't want to leave anybody hanging. This thing looks horrible. It dumped to the downside. You'd have to wait for it to get back above 22 cents, which is resistance. I don't know what this coin does. I know nothing about it. Marinade. It looks like a rug pull right now, but you never know. Maybe it just got early, sell-off. It does have stochastic. Look for it to break above this and retest 22 and then ride it to the point of control, but I wouldn't touch it. All right. And someone asked about GLQ on the daily. My man Bew. I don't want to leave anybody hanging. I can't stand when I watch a YouTuber and they don't answer my super chat. It is very vexing because you're like, hey, man, I get it. The other day I super chatted a guy. He didn't mention it for 30 minutes straight, and it was a $100 super chat. And I'm like, dude, but you can't control the creator. You can't make them, you feel like, hey, I paid you, do it. But it can be angst. There's some angst there. Like, hey, I sent a super chat. I get it. So it only helps me if I do the super chat. Puts people in a good mood. All right. He said inverse head and shoulder. I mean, possibly shoulder head if it makes the right shoulder. I don't see the inverse head and shoulder yet, though. But this is a hot project that's coming right back down to its golden pocket Fibonacci level. These are areas where you want to start thinking about gobbling up. You don't chase the highs. All right. All right, everybody. I love you. I appreciate you. I thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Bitcoin's going where I told you it was likely going to go, to the downside, all right? So that's why we didn't open up a long, all right? We love you. We appreciate you. And we'll see you on the next live. Ooh, I didn't realize we got a little mishap there. There you go. I got to look correct on the square, man. Everybody have a wonderful day. Gratitude is the attitude. Thank you to everyone that showed up. Hope you enjoy that BTC. Hope you enjoy the trading group. And it feels good to give, man. Givers gain. Thank you for all the beautiful super chats. $455 in super chats. You people are out of here. I just can't believe that. God bless you all. Thank you so much. And I'll see you tomorrow for another beautiful live stream. Saturday mornings, early bird style, baby. Remember, 2 live streams on the weekends. Oh, and I'm going to live stream tonight. So you're going to get bombarded, man. You're going to see me more than you'd ever want to see me. I love you all. Stay blessed. I'll be back not too long from now.